figured I'd do a quick little video about how I managed to drive about 8,000 to 10,000 views to my Etsy store every month without having to spend any money on ads or anything out of my own pocket. This was my store in the last 30 days, so you can see that it was 8,699. One that I do every single day is I post 3 Pinterest, and I directly link my Etsy store as the direction link when people click through on that pin. And I usually post about 3 a day because I think that's all Pinterest allows, and then I kind of just make up the hashtags as the product description. This is on the Etsy statistics. So I've had 412 direct click-throughs that could either be through TikTok or through social media. But the main one is actually Etsy itself, and I actually think it does a really good job of a website of driving traffic to your store if you've done the correct SEO work for the listing. A few other tips with that is that the more product listings you actually have, the more that Etsy is going to boost you up. It also happens with sales and feedback reviews. I started out and only had about 10, 20 listings. I was only getting about 50 views a day, and I kept seeing it stack up the more that I had and the more variety I had in my SEO work and hashtags that I put underneath each new listing. It makes sense because if you have a wide variety of listings on your store, you're more likely to come up in different searches. Therefore, people are going to click through on the link on your store and then see your other listings. I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I've heard that Etsy rewards people that are regularly uploading rather than listing like 100 things at once. If you're doing like 2 or 3 a day consistently for a while, I heard that they can boost you up in the search. The hashtags on the SEO for the listings, it was a lot of trial and error for me and finding out different things that work, but the only thing that I did find that was actually useful was a website called eRank, which eRank is a free website where if you type in something like movie posters, it's going to come up with the top recent searches, what's trending, what's below, and then you can kind of help curate your hashtags for the SEO and your listings that way. But I've never paid for an ad. I've never really advertised on anywhere besides Pinterest, a few TikToks on some random accounts, and using the internal SEO. And that's currently been averaging me about 150, 250 sales a week based off that.